Oh my God.
Hey. Hello, I'm Mel Gedroych.
Hi, I'm Al Murray.
Nice. Is it Alistair? It is Alistair.
It is Alistair,
it's Alistair. Yes. We're doing the Crown Jewels at the Garrick Theatre from Friday the 7th of July to...
Yes, to the end of September or something like that. For weeks and weeks and weeks. You've got no excuse not to come.
Yeah, it's right in the centre of London. Easy to get to from all parts of the country.
And you're watching Mickey Joe Theatre.
Oh my god, hey, welcome back to my theatre-themed YouTube channel. My name's Mickey Joe, and you are watching Oh My God Hey, my weekly vlog series where I show you what I got up to in my week as a professional theatre critic. Big thank you to Al and Mel from the cast of the upcoming West End comedy The Crown Jewels. You will be seeing and hearing more from them later in this video, stay tuned. But first, we're going to start with a different press event that I went to at the beginning of this week for a very exciting West End transfer of a Tony Award-winning Broadway musical. Stay tuned, check it out, and enjoy this week's Oh My God Hey. Oh my god, hey! Hello! We are on our way to a press event this morning at the Barbican for a show that is playing at the Barbican this summer. There's a clue on my t-shirt, by which I mean it's just the name of the show. I got this t-shirt at Theatre Circle? Yeah. And I thought, even though it makes me look like a fanboy, if I can't wear it to the press launch of the show, when can I wear it? So yes, we are going to go and meet the cast of A Strange Loop for a couple of performances, a little bit of an interview opportunity at the Barbican Centre where the show is playing this summer. Now, we've already been to one launch for this show because they did an event at the Royal Vauxhall Tavern where we got to see some performances and enjoy some cupcakes and donuts, which was nice, and hear a little bit more about the show. But that was like a media event because there weren't journalists there. There was like marketing people, a lot of actors,
influencers, and kind of
our lovely selves. And today we've been sent like a schedule. This is a press event, specifically. Now, normally with the Barbican, I'm breaking my own advice here because normally I would say do not go under this long tunnel. I would say go up the stairwell in the underground station and then go over the top. Much faster way to get into the Barbican as a venue, but we have been instructed to arrive at the stage door this morning, and this is a better way to the stage door, otherwise we'd have to go up and in and then down. So hopefully this all works out. It's still a little bit of a confusing place to navigate around and work out where we're going, but fingers crossed your boys make it to the Barbican this morning for a big black and queer ass press event. We're in the Barbican right now. We're in the Barbican, and they're about to do a little bit of filming of 2 numbers from the show, which is exciting. Lots of media people around, and I'm experiencing hay fever. And if I sneeze with all of this like proper sound equipment going on, I may die. I may just crawl inside myself and die. So like I'm going to do the best I can to internalize. I would sooner burst a blood vessel than mess up some of this recording.
Okay, so the workday is done. He's about to sit down and write, which is of course the precise moment he gets a call from...
Usher, it's your mother calling.
I ain't want nothing.
I think the show speaks really powerfully about identity. What does that mean for you, both to be depicting this on stage and kind of like how this show like speaks to your soul?
Well, for me, I'm just happy to see like a black, gay, fat person leading a show. So it means everything to see yourself reflected in that sense. Yeah, and everybody goes through an identity crisis. Like, who are we? What are we doing? Do we like ourselves? Do we care if other people like us? Yeah, it speaks to that a lot, and I identify with that too close to home sometimes. Yeah.
One of the things that I've been really moved by is seeing people of all walks of lives seeing themselves reflected on stage and feeling a part of that story. Everybody knows what it feels like to feel isolated and to feel lonely and to feel like you have these aspirations for something bigger, but you don't quite know how to achieve that, right?
What it means to me is that it's an opportunity to connect with many different people from many different walks of life. Something that I often say about the show is that for some people, a strange loop is a mirror, and for other people, it's a window.
And so there's a sense of longing at the center of this show that I think is really easy to latch on to. And I think that's what sort of the brilliance of Michael is that he has written a show about a very specific point of view, but he's written it with such candor and humanity that many, many, many people can see themselves on that stage.
I'm one of the only cis-het people in the cast, so I have learned a lot, and that's why I wanted to be part of this show, so that I could learn, because I have a lot of gay friends and there's a lot I don't know about their experience in life.
It's such a gift to have something so close to my own life on a live stage in London that I get to play and be part of, and also be witnessed by my family and friends. It's a real gift of a show to be part of, so yes.
White girls can do anything, can't they? Black boys must always obey their mothers. White girls can do anything, can't they? Can't they? Can't they? Can't they?
I'm so intrigued about who your inspirations and sort of icons were as an individual, as an artist within the industry. Who are those people for you?
At the top of that list is Tori Amos, who is an artist who I encountered as a teenager, who I always credit her work with really being the person who changed the course of everything for me artistically. I didn't realize that you could be that open and vulnerable in your music.
You know, I love the photographs of Richard Avedon. I love the simplicity of Richard Avedon, and try to kind of think about him a lot as I sort of stage, sort of minimally on the stage. But then I love the excess of like a Casey Nicola, or, you know, like I love the kind of pure joy that he brings on stage.
I am a Beyonce stan, first and foremost. Her overall being is what inspires me to like get on stage and do it well.
She is someone who, you know, has a black background and has stepped into her blackness. The more successful she's become, with all the eyes of the world looking at you, she's stepping into that and giving us permission to be more of ourselves. So that is something I'm wanting to emulate the older that I become.
My favorite vocalist is Whitney Houston. So she has inspired my sound and how I sing and craft songs.
People from musical theater, Bill Finn, Kirsten Child, Stephen Sondheim and Company, the Chorus Line. I have so many influences on the show.
Alan Cumming, because he was really visibly queer, but also he's such a good actor and a character actor, and he's just great. Viola Davis, I'm obsessed with.
It's nobody famous, but she's famous to me. It's my grandmother, and she was one of my first storytellers. With that came culture, perspective, ideas, joy, colour.
And then like my dad. I love my dad. He's got this attitude. He's 81 and he's still working on projects.
And honestly, just my friends and other black creatives who I share spaces with, they inspire me. Yeah, my friends and Whitney Houston and Beyonce.
We're halfway through interviews right now. I just want to show you, look at the stage. Look at this cool stage they've got going on at the Barbican. Very exciting. It's nice to be doing this in the days leading up to press night as well. That's exciting, knowing that we're going to come and see it in a couple of days, later this week, later in this video, in fact.
With people there listening, which way, and to heck with what the B.I.B.L.E. say. We want to know what's going on in New York. Baby, sit down.
So do you want to just introduce yourselves and talk briefly about the nature of the roles that you play in the show and how that works?
So I'm Eddie, and I play Thought 6.
I'm Danny, and I play Thought 5.
My name's Charlene Hector, I play Thought 1, and she has many different roles. I'm very excited to be part of this show.
I'm Nathan Amarkwe-Lai, I play Thought 2, who again plays many different roles in Usher's mind.
Basically, we're 5 and 6 of a total of 6 thoughts, whose job it is to bring to life Usher's thoughts, inner conflicts, exploration of self, the dynamics between him and his family. So we actually end up playing mum, dad, brother, but also sexual partners. It's a whole range of different people that we represent in his mind.
There is a scene where we are cruising because we're trying to find Dick. All of us are trying to find Dick. And I love that scene because I have a lot of fun in that scene. I get to smack Thought Six's bum and it's wonderful.
I agree. I really like that scene because everyone in that scene is really stupid and sort of thinking they're very sexual, but it's all very stupid. And I actually realised, no, this is not...
What do you mean? I'm super sexual. How dare you?
No. We're all very sexual. But I think in life, when you're younger and you think you're really sexy and you do things, and then on stage he's like, really stupid. That's so stupid. I was like, oh, I'm just doing my thing.
I love to play Tyler Perry Writes Real Life. I get to play an ancestor. Come on, play an ancestor. And I always think about my own ancestors, and there's a thing that people say I'm my ancestors' wildest dreams. But what if I'm not my ancestors' wildest dreams? So I think that is very exciting.
When else do you get to play the thoughts of a gay man and take on that role?
Well, this
yourself?
is it. When else?
Every day.
You ain't but 25 years old. Almost 26. You're gonna turn 26 on the 26th.
Oh, well, I don't care if you're 26 or 126. I did all the work to birth you into this world, so now it's time for you to pay me back.
What does it mean for you to be in this kind of a show as well, and to be in an all-black cast? Because this is not something that we get that regularly on British stages.
It means everything. It means everything. It means that our stories are being told. It means that we are the ones telling our stories as well, and we're telling stories who are written by people who look like us. And a lot of the time, with lots of different shows, there are shows about black people that are written by people who are not black, and then we're directed by people who are not black, and they don't understand what it means to behave like us, or to do the things that we do, or say the things we can say. And often you can't say, well, actually, I don't think she would say that. It's like, well, that's the script. So this has been really great because we've been given a lot of freedom in terms of how we play the characters, because we understand what it means to be the characters that we're playing,
We get quite a monolithic kind of representation of blackness in especially commercial theatre, and for that reason this has been a playground for me because I get to explore so much of myself. And actually it has been quite exposing. I've never been this vulnerable in this way in my whole career.
I feel like on this job I've been coming into work's been a joy, but also in the room it's been such a, for something that is high profile, if we talk, it's a Broadway transfer of a Tony winning show, Pulitzer Prize winning, yada yada yada. That's something that could be quite high stakes, high pressure. The room was so relaxed. It was so chill. And we were so stupid, and that's so joyous because everyone is so stupid in life. And then you get into rehearsals sometimes, and everyone goes a bit but we're serious and we're brilliant actors. We've got to be great. And it's this room was not like that at all, and everyone was just playful, and we all got it wrong, and we did so many dance choreography sessions where it was all just went to pot, and it was just joyous, and I think that's been the best thing about this.
In the show, Usher is an usher on The Lion King, and so I'm wondering if there was a show that you had to be an usher on, and that meant seeing it hundreds, thousands of times, what would that show be? It doesn't have to be something that's currently running. It could be from the past.
I would usher the Whitney Houston musical, whatever that is, The Bodyguard.
I was going to say Sweeney Todd, which I love, but I would actually say the 1994 revival of Showboat.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The Wild Party, but the Andrew Lipper version.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with that. It's niche.
Wicked? I know that's corny, but I want to see Elphaba go into the sky every night. That's fun. Why not? Yeah.
They switch it up.
Yeah.
I ushered at Wicked, but it's so funny because the ushers there all think that they can sing better than the people on stage.
Of course, they always do.
We love you, ushers. There.
We love you, ushers. We've been you.
Yeah,
and we probably will be again.
Yeah.
I think it would be the original production of Into the Woods. I just I grew up watching that the PBS broadcast version, and it's just so skillful, and of course the performers are extraordinary. I'd teleport back in time and usher for that show.
There's no right answer to that question, but that is the right answer to that question.
This one. But also there was a show called For Black Boys, which I really loved, and I would have loved to be an usher on that show. That show changed my life, it changed my perspective, and I would have loved to have been an usher on that show as well. But apart from that, A Strange Loop, please.
A Strange Loop at the Barbican Theatre.
Oh, this sounds so nerdy, but I don't know, like Judi Dench in like the 70s or 80s, or like, do you know what I mean? Or like maybe as Lady Macbeth. I just like to watch someone like her work.
I would be an usher on a strange loop. Such a good
There you go. Okie dokie, we have stayed in the Barbican for lunch at the Barbican Cafe. A few things to discuss here. We're eating customizable Nourish bowls, looking nutritious and lovely. Got some homemade iced tea that is a fascinating colour, and Aeron James looking handsome opposite me in a very nice shirt. Look at this shirt. Look how nice Aeron looks. How handsome you are today. Oh my god, hey, we are still in the Barbican. Just had a nice lunch in the cafe, been getting work done, and now come to explore pre a Strange Loop. We want to come see all the Strange Loop stuff, so we've been taking photos with this big thing. There is a photo op point there, where you can stand kind of in that frame, but also stand on the steps and take one with the big banner, because that's cool. This is very fun. This is a scale model of the Barbican Centre and surrounding area, which is useful because it's a very, very challenging place to navigate. We're actually in that building there. Let me zoom in for you, because if you go outside the back of the Barbican, you will see the river there, and the church on the other side, and so we're in there at the moment. That, I believe, is the fly tower. Here are the prices for the A Strange Loop merchandise. We have the script. We have the mugs. We have... Okay, I haven't seen the show yet. This might make more sense to me. Like, jelly stars, seems to be. We have two different kinds of tote bag. Let me walk you around to them, because we have regular Strange Loop tote bag here, and then a Pride one, a rainbow Strange Loop. Very excited about that. Oh, we have little pin badge. Oh, and it's a Progress Pride Strange Loop button badge. That's exciting. And then we have this excellent t-shirt, Big Black and Queer Ass American Broadway Show. I don't know if I showed you this morning. I am wearing my Strange Loop. I did. I showed you in the tunnel. Wearing my Strange Loop t-shirt that I wasn't sure if I wanted to buy, because I was like, will they sell it in London? And I don't think they do. We have the black one. We have blue t-shirt design. There you go. We have white t-shirt design. And then I think we have... Oh no, that's the same one. So, there you go. No purple. No purple at the Barbican at present, so glad I bought this one, because I like it. But will I buy another one? It's a maybe. It's a solid maybe. Oh my god, hey everybody. So, Strange Loop, not the show I'm seeing tonight, despite the t-shirt. I'm seeing this, Accidental Death of an Anarchist. This is a transfer to Theatre Royal Haymarket in the West End from the Lyric Theatre Hammersmith. I was just thinking on the way over here, I've done one press visit to the Haymarket before. It's when Heathers came back here mid-pandemic, but certainly one of my less visited press venues. So I will show you a little bit of what they've got going on this evening. I've already spotted someone from The Crown and someone from Heartstopper, which, you know, to be expected in British theatre circles. This is what you get here at the Haymarket. You get these sort of big semi-translucent canvas posters. Looks good right now. It doesn't work in all lightings. And I just want to show you as well the step and repeat they've got going on here. So this is in part about the police, I believe, about the Metropolitan Police. And so the step and repeat here is like a police lineup thing with police tape in front of it. That's clever. That's whimsical. I have a lot of time for this. I should really go get my press tickets now and go inside. Oh my god, hey. Oh my god, hey. Sorry, I just finished the mission that was getting wine, walking away with a glass of wine, and then realising I needed to transfer it into a cup, so I have an enormous cup. It is a large wine. It doesn't look it in the enormous cup. That's the trick. But yes, I'm in the auditorium now. I'm in D14, and I'm seeing my view of the stage, but you're not seeing my view of the stage. Let's correct this. Excuse me. Okay, this is my view of the stage. This is my view of the stage from D14 of the Royal Circle at Theatre Royal Haymarket. Now, you can go a bit awry with sightlines in this theatre. This is one to be careful of, but I am central as anything. The rows in front of me are all empty at the moment, so who knows how good the rake is. They only have like 7 minutes to get in, so hopefully they do soon. I'm going to take some photos of this set because I think it's cool looking, as is the theatre itself. I don't think I've ever brought you here before, so let's show you some of this. Yes, this is a 4-level theatre. We have an upper circle above us and a gallery to boot. I've seen One Man, Two Governors here. I've seen Heathers. I've seen a handful of short-running plays like Great Britain and Daytona, The Elephant Man, Venus in Fur, all sorts of bits and pieces. Bad Jews as well. I'm going to watch this play now. It's been nice chatting with you. This is usually the part of the video where I would tell you we're in the interval right now, but writing is somewhat on the wall, and by wall, talking about the kittens. Oh my god, hey everybody, Hello. Look who I found.
Hello.
Aeron was in London with me today.
I was.
But we were at different shows.
Yeah.
Controversially, because I only had the one ticket. Although, and I don't know who this was, but the person picking up their press tickets in front of me had a +1 they didn't know about that they gave back right in front of me. I was like, that has been me before. I have like sent you off to a different show and then been given 2 tickets and was like, oh. So always check, people of the press. Always check. But I was at the press night of Accidental Death of an Anarchist, which was really interesting, by the way. Really interesting. Stay tuned for my thoughts. Daniel Rigby's performance. Oh my gosh. But you were at
Showstoppers.
Showstoppers, the improvised musical, who you may have seen performing at West End Live, who I have seen twice at the Edinburgh Fringe, and you've seen a bunch of times
in the West End.
Yeah. And so where was this tonight?
The Cambridge, that is their new residency.
Yeah, at the Cambridge Theatre, on the Matilda set, which is quite fun.
So they perform, I think, once a month, but they're also touring the UK as well.
Yeah, so the concept is they improvise a musical based on audience suggestions, and so audiences suggest like location and title, and then
musicals that the songs will be inspired by.
So tell us all about tonight's show.
So the selected theme was Women's Institute Conference on Mansplaining.
Excellent.
Then they the cast instantly set it in New York. So you had 2 British WIs and then an American one that was hosting it, and the British 2 had flown over for it. And the show was called Actually. So so it was 4 dots actually, and then instead of like a punctuation mark, the punctuation mark was an angry emoji. Well, the musical like themes for the songs were Something Rotten, Hamilton, The Muppets, and what was the 4th one? Oh, MJ.
I'm so... First of all, that's a fascinating mix of shows. Like, I've only ever been at Showstop when people have been like, Wicked, and like, the most out there I've ever had is the Book of Mormon. Like, the most out there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've had like legit and Sondheim come up before.
See, well, people do Sondheim now, like Sweeney Todd, like they always go to like a Sweeney Toddy Sondheim place. But, yeah, so to have Something Rotten, and which is in itself like making fun of musicals, so that fascinates me as to how they did that.
It's very Broadway. They did a ninja tap dance.
Amazing.
Because somebody had said they wanted the theme to be ninjas, but they didn't take it. So then in the interval, everybody tweeted them to say ninjas. I think it was 2 kids that really wanted ninjas. It was
audience
like
rebellion.
Always happens, because basically in the interval they say tweet like what you want to happen in the second act and how you want it to start.
If you're doing an improv show and you make too big a point of saying like we're not going to do this, everyone in the audience will just be like, be ninjas though. But yeah, the Muppets one, I am so jealous that you got Showstopper Muppets.
The best thing was, so right before Act 2 started, the person in the box shouted down, "Get on with it." And he looked at me and was like, you understood the assignment. It's such a rewatchable concept because it's never going to be the same.
It's never going to be the same.
So, and there's different people that can be part of the Showstoppers team as well. So, yeah, it's fun. No show I've seen has taken, like, a segment from something else. Because you'd think sometimes they'd, like, have stock songs that they just pull in, but not really.
Well, there you go. That's been your Showstopper report with Aeron James.
You're welcome.
And we will see you tomorrow. Oh my god, hey!
Hello.
Welcome back to... that's not how I start these ones. Welcome back to Hammersmith, everybody. We're crossing a road right now. Oh, this is the bus stop where the Winnie the Pooh bus dropped us off that one time.
Oh, yeah.
Memories. Throwbacks. Where do we go now? Oh, this way. Yeah, we're in Hammersmith this evening, on our way to
Riverside Studios
to see
Tarantino live.
Tarantino live. He's not appearing. It's not him personally. But yeah, off to see Tarantino live, which we know relatively little about.
You know relatively
I know relatively little about. I shan't speak for you.
I've been working on it.
Aeron is assisting on this show in a professional PR capacity. But I did watch the West End live set, which made me very intrigued about the show. I know that it uses music from iconic Quentin Tarantino soundtracks, and just watching the West End live performance, I was like, I know a lot more of these films than I thought I did. I didn't think I'd seen that many Quentin Tarantino films, but like, I've seen Pulp Fiction, I've seen Kill Bill, I've seen Django Unchained. So that's 3. We'll see how the evening goes. But yes, back in Hammersmith, just got tortilla for dinner because I had a protein shake for lunch and I was craving substantial food. So tortilla burrito, so good, will fill you up. Can recommend. I do remember when they used to be £6 though for a large burrito. That was a different time. £8.50 now, before you add on the charge for extra chorizo. Honestly, one of the great and slightly jarring things about a venue like Riverside Studios is the sheer breadth of the programming, because the last 2 times we came here, it was to see Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
And today, Tarantino live, where we are aware there's things like gunshots. It's just
quite noisy.
Just slightly more provocative. Do you know what I would pay good money to see? Is Tarantino live as performed by the Winnie the Pooh. I wasn't even going to say the Muppets, I was going to say the Winnie the Pooh puppets. But
I mean,
also, I'd pay to see anything by the Muppets as a foregone conclusion. That's an automatic yes. Like, nothing is made worse by making it Muppets. Honestly, I shouldn't be doing this because I'm just setting myself up for disappointment when I get to the theatre and it's just talented humans who aren't Muppets. I know. I shouldn't have said it. I shouldn't have spoken it into the universe. This is cool here. Some big old posters. This is exactly what this venue needs. A little bit more recognition from street level for Tarantino Live. Tarantino Live. I see a guitar. I see blood. What more can you ask for on a Wednesday evening? Is it Wednesday? It's Tuesday. On a Tuesday evening, excuse me. And then here we are at the entrance to Riverside Studios, found just adjacent to this lovely bit of bridge that I have to comment on every time. It is a truly lovely bit of bridge. And we have this on the doors here. I like this because it was a little bit more understated. Before you used to just have these across the wall, and so I like having a little bit more of a marketing presence on the front of the building, just to really let you know what shows are going on. Tarantino Live. Couldn't miss this if you tried. Okie dokie, we're inside the auditorium at Riverside Studios, and this is the setup. So we have stage here, screen at the back, stairs going on, and then I'm on a side bit of seating, kind of like you're seeing on the other side. And then we've got a long sort of a runway stage situation with steps coming down. We've got cabaret tables. There are different zones you can book with different pricing structures, of course, and a large bit of seating going back up that way as well. That's Tarantino Live, everybody.
Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquity of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. But this time I really need you.
I found a cast board for Tarantino Live, so I can show you who is in the thing. Look at all of these names and faces. Some you may recognize from recent shows in the West End, others from different backgrounds. Lots of talent, I will say. Lots of talent on the stage at the Riverside Studios in Tarantino Live. So we're here at Tarantino Live. Coming into focus. There we are. This is my Tarantino Live outfit. This is how my brain works. It's an edgy, like, Rocky show. So I've got ripped jeans. I've got, like, there you go. That's how you know that it's like, that's my cool outfit. But also, unintentionally, I've got, like, a little bit of little bit of dried blood, got a cut on my lip, feeling very Tarantino. You want to know how I did this? I'm pretty sure I gave myself a paper cut with a napkin from Tortilla, which we had before the show. Rock and roll, am I right? Yeah. We've also got, I'm hoping you can read this because it's a bit dark, Mr. Black's Specialty Cocktails. We've got Mr. Pink's Paloma, Ordell's Screwdriver, Bud's Blended Margarita, Whiskey Straight, no junk in it, the Polynesian Pearl Diver, the Espresso Martini, or the Cliff's Bloody Mary. I've already had a large cup of wine, but what would I go for? Oh, I don't know. Mr. Pink's Paloma sounds nice, but I don't know enough about these classic cocktail names to actually know what's in them. I'm not feeling a screwdriver. Maybe, oh no, I do like a screwdriver. Maybe it would be a screwdriver. I don't know. Comment below which you would choose from this list of film-themed cocktails. I like that, it's cute. So if you do sit on one of these VIP seats at the front here, you have these little QR scanny things where you can order and pay from your seat. Drinks will be delivered to you. Imagine. I should say, as you may have noticed, it's a slightly more relaxed atmosphere to theatre etiquette for this performance, so you are allowed to film at any point during the performance. People are coming and going, like you can be readmitted if you leave, seemingly at any time, even though the cast are also running around using the same gangways. And the people in the VIP seating at the front can order drinks which get brought in during the performance as well. So, a bit more casual.
Yeah, it's more casual.
Look at this cake. Isn't it such an amazing cake? And there is so much of it, and it's my favorite flavor, yellow. Oh my god, hey! Hello. You find us this morning walking through, like, the Greater Hampstead area? Yeah, walking through a bit of Zone 2. We have travelled out to Zone 2 this morning for a rehearsal press event. Yes it is. We've gotten here very quickly, so I'm going to stand on this side of the road and talk about it momentarily. But we are going to be seeing a little snippet of the rehearsals for the play The Crown Jewels at the venue you're seeing behind us right now. So that's exciting. This is a show we know nothing about. Nope. So always fun to go into those kind of rehearsals and gain a little bit more info about the show. I think we're going to be able to capture some content and show you some of that. I told you about this drink at the end of the last video. I think I called it a peachy keen. It's not. It's called a Feeling Peachy. Yeah. From Pret. I'm declaring it the drink of the summer. It's really good. But I've had a banana and I'm feeling energized. We have a press night later, but first, a bit of Crown Jewels. Okay, we're in the rehearsal room waiting for it to start. We have Bucks Fizz, which is nice. It's like a pulpy Bucks Fizz. It's nice. And little mini cupcakes.
Praise him, praise him, praise him. No other king could be his equal. Brace yourselves for Charles the sequel. Praise him, praise him.
10th anniversary Jubilee speech. So if anything in it is wrong or strikes you as incorrect, please raise a hand and offer your suggestion. I find criticism so very bracing. Oh, that shape of wonder our minds do spell. Oh, that shape of wonder. Stop, they're hopeless.
He's the best I'd dissemble. With one look he can make me tremble. Stir him, swipe him, praise him, praise him.
J like a Jew, like Britain, all a gleam. E, Elizabeth, best queen has ever been. W, wisdom that I may achieve. E, Elizabeth, my love will succeed. L, me dearly, your merry monarch, Charlie, so keep your hands off my crying jewels.
We told the renting foreigners we haven't a vendetta. Those other nations are all fine, but we are simply better.
We just saw some performances. People are sort of milling around. I've had a second cupcake. Don't judge me, it's lunchtime. And I think I'm about to chat to some of the cast members, which I wasn't anticipating doing, but great rule of thumb for these things is prepare for the unexpected. Now I say that, I didn't, so I've just written some fun interview questions that I'm hoping will turn out nicely. I'm nothing if not optimistic about how this interview is going to go, so pray for me.
I play King Charles II, I don't know if you've heard of him, and he is the Merry Monarch. He's a libertine, he's a man who enjoys the finer things in life. And then I also play Talbot Edwards, who's Deputy Jewel Master and Keeper of the King's Jewels, because the story is all about the crown jewels and what happens to them.
The theft, which really happened.
Yeah.
I never knew before we started rehearsing, never knew. Also, Al gets to wear the absolutely stupendous Brian May wig. He's got the most costume changes in the show, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm looking at you for corroboration. You have, haven't
Yes,
you?
I have, yes. Yeah. And it's all very special.
And there's one costume, won't tell you too much. He looks like a royal post box, which is very, very exciting.
But who do you play, though? That was the question.
Come on. I was just warming up for that. Al is the deputy jewel master, and I play Mrs. Edwards, his wife, which is, I have to say, really, really good fun.
Yeah.
And then I play a very hoity-toity French noblewoman who's married to the French ambassador, and we have a bit of a spar-off and sort of let loose a bit on the audience. I mean, Al is going to be doing a lot of stuff with the audience, which I'm so looking forward to. And I get to go into the audience.
Because I buy tickets in the stalls is what I'm hearing.
Oh, go on,
You
front row.
absolutely have to buy tickets in the stores.
Front row, front row.
Become part of the show. I mean, we've talked about that, but I mean, if your dress is out there, you're going to sit on sort of 3 people, aren't you?
I don't know what's going to happen. It's sort of early Kardashian, that's what I worked out. It is, the whole look.
But the clown jewels. Who is the funniest cast member off stage?
I mean, Mel is
No, I mean
national
Al.
treasure.
No, Al.
I
Al.
can't possibly say it's not Mel.
I have to say, the communal bants is pretty...
It's of a very high standard.
Oh, it's brilliant.
It's of a very high standard, yeah.
I'm so jolly coming into work. It's so,
these lovely lunches where we all laugh and laugh and laugh.
Yes, there's a lot of laughter.
The crown rules. Do you have any pre-show rituals?
I think some royal trumping
Oh, yes, there's going to be some royal
might be,
trumping.
and certainly there'll be some French ambassadorial trumping.
The cast are almost at the point where we're comfortable enough to break wind around each other. We haven't got there yet, but we're approaching that, aren't we?
It will have to happen because, boy oh boy.
The crown schools. Thoughts on the importance of arts and education?
I mean, it's everything.
Yeah, I mean...
It's everything.
I mean, I had a drama teacher who was brilliant, and that's why I'm doing this.
We had quite a dry drama teacher who never cast me in anything. But I said, I'll call her Miss Jones. She wasn't called that. I said, Miss Jones, I've got a really good idea. I'm not in the play, but could I write a monologue to introduce the play?
And she said?
She said yes. I did a tight 20 every time. So the dryness of the drama teacher was a good spur.
Is she coming to see this?
She's dead.
The crown ghouls. Do you believe in theatre ghosts?
I'm pretty superstitious, actually, if I'm honest.
I don't, and I've been to lots and lots of theatres all over the UK where I've been told, you know.
Yeah.
It's Sunderland Empire where, you know, Sid James is supposed because he died there.
Oh, did
he? He died on stage there, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he's supposedly there.
Wowzers.
I've been there a few times. Didn't run into Sid.
Hang on, the Garret. Oh, there's bound to be somebody.
Of course there's a ghost at the Garret. I mean, it's, you know, it's West End
Ledge.
Ledge, isn't it? Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think, doors slam, don't they?
I think the older I get, the weaker I get, and the more superstitious I get. No oranges. Nobody must bring an orange in.
The frown jewels. Would you ever consider playing a more serious role on stage after this comedy play?
I just don't know. I don't know how this is going to go yet.
Can I just say, I can see you as a serious villain in something. Can't you?
I think I could probably play a heavy, yeah.
But like a mastermindy,
maybe
serious villain.
I don't know. I mean, seriously, let's see. This is my first job, so let's see.
We'll see how it goes.
Exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting.
Well, thank you both so much. Thank you. Can I get you to do just one?
Yes, we are better than the
Oh my god, hey. We're in the press area of the Barbican ahead of the Strange Loop press performance, which is exciting. And we have white wine and sandwiches. In a press first for me, we have cute little sandwiches, and they have gluten-free wraps. So Aeron hasn't had a gluten-free wrap. I'm very impressed. I did not see this coming for the Barbican this evening, but sandwiches ahead of a one-act 7 o'clock press performance. Why not? Why not? It's the summer. Okie dokie, we're in the auditorium of the Barbican Centre. Here we have it here, a Strange Loop. Got the preset going on. And you can see all around the levels of the theatre. My favourite seats in this theatre are on that second circle up there, second row. There's a seat that's like, it's not wide enough to be 2 seats, but it's too wide to be 1. It's great, and you're sat by yourself and there's no one next to you, because I'm antisocial like that. We have our programme. Aeron, do you want to show people the programme?
It's humongous.
It is humongous.
Compared to what previous sizes are, this is like...
Can you hold it next to your face for scale, please?
Like, look how far up it is. Like, this
That's
is
like
crazy.
a realistic head height. There you go.
Crazy.
Oh my god, hey!
Hello.
You find us in gale force winds. Not really. There's a slight breeze. You find us in foliage, which is not real. Fake foliage. Fake foliage. We're in Hampstead. Turn. At the Hampstead Theatre today. Last time I came here, you were running your own press night, because I managed to make it from this one to yours and see both shows. And it was super icy. I remember I had like the most cautious walk
it was in Soho.
up to the building. It's coming up to 2:15. We had a bit of a rush to get here because our morning got away from us. But we're here now. We're here to see a matinee press performance of the play Song from Far Away.
With Will Young.
With Will Young, starring Will Young, written by Simon Stevens. Excited for that. We're going to go and head in and grab, I don't know if it's going to be a play script, they do that sometimes, or a programme. Tickets at the very least would be lovely. We'll see what happens. I'm open to anything today. Let's find out. Here it is. Here's the poster. There is Will Young, looking hipstery AF, and Song from Far Away. I like these colours. This is nice, sort of sunsetty vibes. Looks like a cocktail I would drink. But yeah, I love a show poster that has different colours to the same ones we always see. It's not black and red, and I find that refreshing. Okie dokie, I have my programme with tickets inside, and we have hit the Hampstead Theatre Bakery hard. This is white chocolate chip and cranberry cookie. Lovely. And this is a rice flour cake that Aeron's going to have. Naturally gluten-free, because rice flour. There you go. There you go. I'm intrigued. Oh my god, hey! It's a few hours later and we have come to
Metropolitano.
We try that again. We've come to Mercato Metropolitano. I struggled with that one. Aaron's got a sort of a tropical slush drink going on here. We love it here. I think I've brought you here before on a vlog, but we come here a lot. Usually anything pre-Southwark Playhouse, we will come to Mercato Metropolitano because it is across the street from Southwark Playhouse Borough. But what it is basically just like a couple of warehouses full of different like street food and world food stalls. So I'm about to get smash burger chicken. Aaron's waiting for a Reppers. I've had Korean corn dogs from here before. I've had Korean fried chicken. Nice. Oh, someone's beeping. I'm beeping. I'm going to go get my food and then I will show you my food. Okay, what you are looking at here is buffalo chicken burger and truffle fries, and I'm about to go to town on it. I am so ready for this. So obviously followed up our mains with specifically La Dolce Vita flavoured ice cream.
It's so good.
From the ice cream place near the entrance of Mercato Metropolitano. Visit, try it, thank us later. And now strolling over the road to Southwark Playhouse Borough. Not to be confused with Southwark Playhouse Elephant. I feel like we went through months of not going to either Southwark Playhouse.
Yeah, and
now we've been
all the time.
so much recently, but that's fine. Yeah, nice to see things at Southwark Playhouse. Seeing some off-West End and fringe theatre, some nice little shows at the beginning of their lives. I don't know why I'm doing this hand motion, but today is quite a novel day from a press standpoint, because it's a two-show day, which doesn't often happen, like 2 press visits in one day, but it's a Friday, which is even weirder. So we did a Friday matinee, just a little one-act show at the Hampstead earlier, a little play with music.
Yes.
Will Young sang a little bit, and now a musicale in the evening. I will say...
But we're not on press night.
We're not on press night, no. This is like a rescheduled press visit because we couldn't do the press night on Wednesday, so we're here now instead. But still, I mean, the Friday matinee is the novel part of that. Like a Friday evening press night is not that rare, but to do a 2-show press day on a Friday...
Friday matinees in general are rare.
Yeah, I mean, you've got like Book of Mormon, Mousetrap used to, The Globe sometimes.
And Juliet used to be the main Friday
That was the one, and Juliet, yeah. Aaron's looking sadly at his shirt because we had a little bit of an ice cream spillage. It does always happen. I'm wearing white.
A chocolate style-esque ice cream is always a bad decision.
We're going to go inside now, Southwark Playhouse. I was going to say something else, and then I forgot what it was. And the chaos of you throwing ice cream down yourself. Now I kind of feel like I need to pee as I'm standing here on the street. No, there was something of interest that I was going to say, and I can't remember what it was. We're just going to go inside, and if it comes to me, I will retrieve you from my bag, tiny people who live in my camera. Goodbye. So here it is, Southwark Playhouse Borough, and here is Alice Fern in Then, Now and Next by Christopher J. Orton and John Robbins, who himself is currently starring as the Phantom of the Opera. But there she is, Alice Fern, looking conflicted. Looking like a woman so conflicted she's about to sing several songs about it in a contemporary musical. And I, for one, can't wait. Are you capturing this for... Okay, so I'm taking the programme photo outside is what's happening. Honestly, the sign is too big. I don't even know if that was the framing I wanted it to be, but there you go. Thank you so much for watching this week's Oh My God Hey. I hope you have enjoyed. I am joined again by my lovely boyfriend Aaron James.
Hello.
As I slowly career into madness. And we're going to very briefly talk through like highlights of the week. Because it's been a very long video, because there was a lot of press event content and interviews, which moving forward I might try and put those in a different video. Let me know what you think I should do with like interview stuff, whether you'd like to see more of those, because obviously they were a bit trimmed down because I get a lot of footage at these things. Let me know your thoughts on the interview videos and whether you'd like to see a little bit more from those kinds of press events. But highlights of the week, what have been your like show highlights, food highlights, people, places, things?
Strangely.
A strange loop.
A strange loop for sure, 100%. I feel like knowing how it was on Broadway and all of our Broadway pals were like, it's incredible. So knowing it was coming here, it's just been a long time wanting to see it, and it was incredible.
And officially, you're going to have to wait at least one more day for my review video where I talk about it and tell you what I thought about it. But it was pretty damn special. Hopefully that video is coming very, very soon. Food highlight of the week. You really liked the rice flour cake you had at Hampstead.
It was good, but probably we went for a trip to Mercato Metropolitano.
Yeah.
And I'm always happy when I have an arepa.
My chicken burger was just okay. Do you know what it was? It was too much buffalo sauce. There is such a thing as too much buffalo sauce.
I feel like we had something else that I absolutely loved this week, but I had forgotten.
I didn't even know. We went to like the Barbican Cafe. We went to Leon a bunch of times. This wasn't even featured on camera, but we went to Ben and Jerry's at one point this week, and they were out of the sundae cups, so they gave us a full milkshake cup, which is a lot bigger. Like, it's not like the Sunday paper cups. It's like the big plastics. We had so much ice cream for the same price as large sundae. So that was great. I also want to add, like, highlight of the week, those press events were fantastic. It's really cool to be able to go to those. And Mel Giedroyc, one of the nicest human beings.
Yeah, she really is.
I've ever met. So lovely. And she's so, like...
She'll talk to every single person that's at it.
Every single person. She will say hello to everyone. She's, like, switched on when, like, there's a camera rolling and when, like, there's the chance to be funny and try and, like... And she's lovely and she's warm and she's just hilarious, constantly making me laugh. If you watch back that video, I'm just dying the entire time at how sincerely she takes my ridiculous questions. But she's also just so nice.
Yeah.
Just completely down to earth, lovely.
So with the whole Strange Loop cast, it was just very nice.
Yeah, I had
very
some
nice,
amazing conversations with them. Lovely people. So yeah, had a great week.
Yeah,
had a great week. A great but tiring week. So we're going to recuperate now with a quiet weekend, and we will see you again next week for more Oh My God, Hey. I hope that everyone is staying safe and that you have a stagey day.
For 10 more seconds, I'm Mickey Joe Theatre. Oh my God, hey. Thanks for watching, have a stagey day. Subscribe!